This is now, I guess, day 1.5 of Davos.
Yes.
How do you feel about this Davos compared to previous Davos?
Well, I would say, Samantha, maybe you would agree also that this year is an even more important year for us. There's more political turmoil, there are more fears, we see numbers of all-time low in trust. So the world is a little bit upside down in many areas, and I feel that we together, as being the leaders of the World Economic Forum Climate Alliance, actually have an even more important task to be the ones who show the pathway for the transformation to a smarter economy and climate and people smarter economy.
Yeah. Now, Jesper, you and I are both co-chairs of the Alliance of CEOs for Climate at the World Economic Forum, and you've of course been doing that for a lot longer. And you're one of the founders of the group, actually. Now, one of the things that we were discussing yesterday was how this group needs to now start demonstrating examples on the adaptation side.
It is true that we have to work with adaptation because we know now that climate change is no longer a distant threat. It is happening. In IKEA only, we had 7 incidents, weather-driven mostly, but that caused human suffering, but also, of course, top line and cost impact for us last year. So adaptation means that we need to steel ourselves and prepare ourselves for some worse times before it gets better. Here I think we together now, most of us CEOs stand at a pathway where we need support and collaboration with policymakers and governments.
Yeah.
Because some of us are hitting to certain walls where we need a collaboration on another level.
Yeah. But tell us, give us 1 or 2 specific examples of how an organization as large as IKEA has been able to bring down its own carbon footprint so substantially. It'll just serve as a good example for other people when they are thinking about what they should do, because otherwise it's such a big amorphous problem.
Yeah.
Just getting the 1 or 2 things that can get people started.
Very good. Over the years we have learned, you don't have to have the perfect data, but you need to get some sort of understanding where do you impact. And then you need to make sure that your actions address the right part. Almost none of us have like one silver bullet that will make it. In the case of IKEA, actually the biggest contributor to carbon is raw material. And on the examples, it's fascinating because when we touch carbon, so far we touch cost. We insert the renewable energy in all parts where we could, and we always save money on that.
I think it's amazing what you guys have done, and I think I wish more companies would go down a similar path.
Tell me a little bit about Renew. What is your biggest topics on the agenda when it comes to business, climate, and so forth?
Well, thanks for that. We are, as you know, a company focused solely on mitigation. We are a renewable energy company. Our job is to fast forward the energy transition as quickly as possible. India is a rapidly growing country with huge energy demands, and we are trying to make sure that energy demand is not met through fossil fuel sources. But it's a huge opportunity. And one thing that most people don't realize is that in the next 25 years, we have to set up almost 3,000 gigawatts of new renewable energy capacity. That is 3 times the installed capacity in the US from all sources of power. That's what we have to create in India. So it's a tremendous
I thought that IKEA was an opportunity, but I think you have a bigger task ahead of you.
Yeah,
well, good luck to you.
Thank you.